Hello, my dear friends. I hope everyone is fine. In the last video, we managed to completely implement Dijkstra algorithm in C and C++, and we saw that it was giving us correct results. We also implemented the path tracer as well. So we could trace back the path from destination node to the source node. And we have done all these things, and we can see it, in our console that it's running correctly. But sometimes we also want to visualize the graph. So in case of our first example, we already made that example in Adobe XD and we saw how it was going. But sometimes if we want to visualize our graph and we might have some options to visualize it in different platforms. So today we are going to see how we can visualize this graph and we would get the data from our graph data structure in C++, and in this case we are going to use MATLAB. MATLAB is a very powerful uh, MATLAB is a very powerful platform. It is designed to handle matrices and it performs nice calculations, and it is used in data sciences a lot. So we are going to export our current data into a MATLAB script, which we would use to visualize the graph and see how this graph looks on a diagram. So let me quickly go through this function. In our C++, we are going to write a function which we have written this function already, which would help us to visualize all the data. So here we would need some variables. These are now MATLAB variables. We need to have know about sources, destinations, and weights. These are all basically different names of the same thing. We already have edge data. We already have node data. So we would just provide this data. Then we have a names array where we would store the names of each label, each node. And then we have to also give the roots label as well. So here we are giving the roots label, and we are just generating a MATLAB script. And these are MATLAB commands to generate a graph. Then we give some variable line weights according to the weights. Then we plot this, and we also get minimum spanning tree. We would touch this topic later, but in short, this is the tree that we get after running Dijkstra. When we run Dijkstra algorithm, we basically get the minimum spanning tree. Minimum spanning tree means such a path in a graph where each node is visited with the minimum possible distance. So it doesn't involve any loops. It's just a tree which traverses all the path. A graph, we would see this visually as well. Then we also tell it to highlight some colors and add the edges, labels on the edges. So when we run this script, we get our MATLAB script. So let me quickly move to MATLAB screen, and let's see how this works. So here is our MATLAB screen. MATLAB has similar kind of IDE. It has this command window here. It has workspace where it shows the variables, and it has scripts here. So for our first example, where there was a shorter graph where we nodes from A to F, see how this works. And this is the script basically which we get uh, after we run our export script, we get this kind of script. So this when we run this script basically gives us all the relevant data types, then the names, and then we mark it or we give the commands. So when we run this script, we would get a window. Let me share that screen with you. So here we would get this figure, and as we can see that it is very close to the one we showed on Adobe XD. It shows us all the different nodes, A, B, C, and these are connected by roots. We are also showing them on the root label. So I was talking about earlier, the minimum spanning tree, this is shown in pink. This is not necessarily same as the Dijkstra because the minimum spanning tree has multiple algorithms which can generate. There are multiple algorithms which can generate minimum spanning tree. So this one is MATLAB's internal implementation. So it might not necessarily be Tajiksa. So, but we can see that we can visualize our graph as well. So these were the nodes, and if you want to actually see them, because this is a limitation of console-based applications that when we run a function, when we code and we want to see visualize things, then there are very limited options. So we also have provided a way to actually visualize the graph and in MATLAB. You can use any other platform if you know how your way around other languages or platform. You can use C++ to export the file into that particular platform, that particular platform scripting language. So here we can see that this is a and same graph that we visualized in previously. So let me get back to MATLAB screen and let me quickly now the moment of truth. Can we visualize the bigger city graphs as well? So let me open the script and before we run the script, let's clear the variables. These C clear and CLC commands actually clear all the variables in the workspace. We don't want them to affect our new result. So let's clear them. Okay, let me see. When we add a press, when we type the command clear, it clears all the workspace, and when we type the command CLC, it clears this command window. Now we can just hit run, and it would give us a graph. Let me share my screen with you. So here we can see that it has indeed generated a graph. It's a very big graph because there are lots of nodes. Let's zoom in and let's try to find our way around this graph. So we can see that it has nearly all the cities of the United States, and we can see that these are all connected and they have the routes information as well. Let's try to find the routes which we were giving it as an input. So, okay, so here we have found them. So let me zoom a little bit more. So we were giving this city Rochester, New York, and we were giving the destination city Albany, New York. So we can see that from Rochester to Syracuse, this is the first hop. Then from uh, Syracuse to Albany, this is the second hop, and we can see that its route length is 86 plus 120, which is 206, which we can verify. So we can see we can actually visualize this graph and this is a very nice addition to our arsenal. We can actually uh, we don't have to be limited to the console-based applications anymore. We can expand our horizon. So this is all what I wanted to show you. Please subscribe and like if you like this kind of content, and surely give me some ideas. And thanks for watching, and we will meet next time.